Sean LaFortune, sales representative, Tip Top Realty, here with another Real Estate Minute. And this one, I promise you, will take much longer than a minute, but that's okay. It's a topic that I'm incredibly passionate about, and a topic that I think a lot of people have a lot of questions about. So let's dive right in. Today's topic is new home developments. Why I believe in them, why I love them, and why I think they offer not only value but security to people who are looking for homes in Northumberland. And there are four main things that I believe that make them, again, so valuable, so much bring you security. And I'm going to go into them real quickly here. The first one that I think is, for me, is value. So imagine that you've saved up your money, you've spent years, you've been smart with everything, and you've got enough money for your first down payment on a home. These days, usually builders will take anywhere from 10 to 20%, depending on the builder. But in this builder's situation, they're willing to take 10%. You'll have to come up with another 10% probably when your mortgage is due, but that's another topic for their day. The developer's willing to take, let's say, $75,000 for a $750,000 home. Fantastic. So we go in, we get signed, taking the bottom line. Your home will be delivered to you in 18 to 24 months, depending on the warranty, depending on Tarion dates. Another topic we'll get into later. So that day comes. You've been renting an apartment, you've been living with your parents, you've been scraping by. 24 months later, all of a sudden that $750,000 home is worth $950,000. Through nothing, you haven't done anything differently, you haven't invested any extra money, you haven't remodeled, you haven't done anything. The market pushed it to be now worth $750,000. That original $75,000 that you put on has turned into $275,000 just by that home appreciating. Because when you do buy new homes, you're not appreciating off of $75,000. You're appreciating off the purchase price, which is $750,000. So imagine moving into a new home. You've already built up this massive nest egg of equity. Now, you don't have to sort of do anything with that, but it's a great security blanket. Whereas with resale, right away, your purchase price is your purchase price. The only equity you have is your down payment. So for me, instant equity builder. And again, you can do whatever you want with that equity. You can leave it in there. You can refinance for improvements. You can refinance to purchase another home. But you don't get that equity right away with resale, whereas you do with new homes. For me, if you can manage that time period where you're not in a home, it's a no-brainer. It really is a no-brainer for me. Number two reason why I love new home developments is there's no bidding wars. The sticker price is the sticker price. You walk into a sales office, you see that. Now there are some other things you need to learn about with new home development. Some sites will have lot-free premiums where you can spend up to $100,000 just because you get a lot you like. Fine, but it's on the table and you know that when you purchase it. Purchase prices are purchase prices. It's upfront. You know what you have to pay. There's no bidding wars. You don't have to bid with 10 other people and perhaps bid $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 over the price and outbid the next guy by $200,000. Like, for me, I hate bidding wars. Sorry, let me rephrase. I understand bidding wars, and I'm okay with them. I know that's just where we are in the market right now, but I empathize with buyers who hate bidding wars just because of the fact nothing's open, nothing's honest, and it works for you when you're selling, but it's tough when you're buying. So with new home developments, it's right there in front of you. The price is the price. You don't have to call. You don't have to stress. You can make your decision without pressure. It just makes things easier. Next thing I love about new home developments is customization. You can take that $750,000 home with some small little things. You can save yourself money in the long run, but you can also build much more equity and make it much more valuable moving forward. For an example, let's say it's an unfinished basement and they've just put the standardized windows in. For a couple $100,000, not quite right. For a couple $1,000, you can get an egress window put in. That egress window now allows you to put a bedroom in the basement, which will add significant value. If, when purchasing, you didn't get the egress window put in, you might not get approval from your local municipality to put a bedroom under there, which brings down value. Something to think about when customization. Something like walk-in showers, tiles, little things like different types of knobs on your cabinets. It goes a long way to build value. And these are all small little things, maybe not the window, but all small little things that can quickly add up to a higher value in your home purchase at the long run. So for me, customization from a value perspective is fantastic with new home developments. The other thing I love about new home developments is warranty. Now, when you buy resale, there's always a little bit of a warranty, and you always warrant things about the home, but it's not 7 years like the Tarion home warranty. There's 3 sections of the Tarion warranty for new homes: a 1 year, 2 year, and a 7 year warranty. I'll go into this later on in another video, but basically, the first 2 years you're covered with all electrical, plumbing, all that sort of stuff. The 7 years, any sort of structural thing. And let's be honest, no developer wants to come back and fix things. They generally will. Some developers are better than others, but at the end of the day, Tarion gives you more teeth. They manage it, they police it. The builder needs to do what they want. Now, Tarion is not always going to agree with you, but that's okay. It's more teeth. It allows you to go back and to look at this, and as long as you document everything correctly, and that's why you have somebody like me working for you, you make sure that everything's on top. The great thing with Tarion is if the builder is so far delayed out that they miss what they call their outside occupancy date, they now have to pay you upwards of $100, $150 a day every time they're late. Another great thing that happens with Tarion, without Tarion, you wouldn't have that option. So for me, the warranty side of it makes it incredibly valuable. So the final thing that for me makes a lot of sense is the fact that you have the agreement purchase sale there, but you need somebody to work with you to go through that and understand things. And you've always got your lawyer, and that's great. But why wouldn't you bring somebody like myself in who's sat on sales sites, who've worked with developers, who've done contracts, look at this stuff free of charge? Here's an example. Every developer will put levies into a contract. Most people don't even understand what levies are, and I get it because I didn't either at first. Levies are small little things that can add to your closing costs, and sometimes can $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 depending on the builder, depending on the location. Downtown Toronto, they can run upwards of $50,000 to $60,000. You can get those capped if you know how to ask, if you know who to ask, and you know what to ask for. If you went into the sales office as a representative and didn't know, now maybe your lawyer catches it, maybe not, but why not deal with it right away? Why not deal with it straightforward? Why not deal with somebody who knows what upgrades to use when going through it? Why not use somebody who knows about lot premiums and knows what is good, what is not, how much is worth spending on a lot? Why not use somebody like myself who's spent years in the new home industry? So I leave you with this. If you are interested in new home developments and interested in getting first in line, interested in learning more about your options, just interested in talking about real estate, give me a shout, 416-457-4173. Email is slafortune@tiptoprealty.ca. I thank you for your time, and I look forward to our next video.